It's Danielle. I'm really excited to offer this video on the Radically Grateful channel. I have not been recording as quickly as I thought I would, and you might be watching this video really soon after I record it. It might be way later on down the road, but I think the message will be true no matter when somebody hears it. I've noticed the need I've had lately to just stop trying to produce so much. And that might be by teaching a lot of yoga, by teaching meditation, by recording content, by obsessively cleaning my house, whatever it is. Feel like I've been working for a few years now to learn to rest, right? To learn to be still and to take the time to go inward, which is a big part of our mindfulness practice and our meditation practice. But it hasn't really sunk into my body like it has over the past few months. And I think part of that has to do with a lot of loss that has happened in my life recently, but also with my ability to step away from my responsibilities and go on some retreats and really feel in my body what true rest feels like. And then the return to practicing in groups and in studios has helped me. So while this practice is something that we are doing not together, it is through video, I'm hoping it'll give your body a similar short experience of actual rest. That way, hopefully you'll want to do like I have and bring that into your life more. It's a big challenge for us to say no, right? To say, I am valuable without producing. I don't have to earn the right to meditate, to take a nap, to do a restorative practice, right? Just by being human, I have the right to take the time for myself and to take a break. So that is my message for you with this practice. And we are going to do a simple 5-minute mindfulness of breath practice. So if you're new to meditation, this may feel almost a little challenging to you because I won't be talking as much, because I really want you to try to settle into your body. And I do always recommend to my students to do guided meditations when they're brand new as much as possible, because the voice guiding you along really helps with settling you in. However, you can continue to guide yourself through this practice. And I want to remind you, if you've worked with me before, if you've seen my other videos on this channel, you'll know that I love to tell you that simply the act of noticing that your mind has wandered away from your practice is mindfulness, right? So we're not here to clear our mind. We're not here to just empty everything out. We are here to observe ourselves, to be present, and to notice. So simply by noticing your mind has left the space that you're in, you are doing it. So as we notice our breath over these 5 minutes, I want you to keep in mind that every time your mind decides to start to think about all the things you have to do, or what happened yesterday, or a conversation you had with so-and-so, that it is an act in mindfulness to just see that happen and bring your mind back to right now, this moment in the breath. So you're doing it right. So go ahead and settle in. I'm going to sit back in my chair. Just notice for a second how you feel. Maybe you can press your feet into the earth. You might put palms down or palms up. I'm going to close my eyes. I want to invite you to do the same. It's not required. It might not feel safe in your body to have your eyes closed. If you've been through trauma, a lot of times we need to know what's going on around us, and that's okay. If you can, at least try to look down, soften your gaze, and not look at the screen. But if you need to look at the screen, that's okay too, right? Give yourself permission for exactly what you need in this moment to feel as safe as possible in your body. And once you're done settling in, maybe wiggle around a little. Let's go ahead, take a deep breath together. So breathe in through the nose, filling all the way up, all the way into the belly. Open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Let's do it again, 2 more times. Breathe in. Open your mouth, let it go. Biggest breath you've taken today. Fill all the way up. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. And bring your attention to your natural breath now. Don't try to change anything. See if you can let your breath settle back into where it would go without any control. Pick up on the inhale and the exhale, sealing your lips, breathing in and out through the nose. And bring your attention to where it is the easiest for you to notice your breath. It might be the feel of the breath coming in the nostrils, the feel of it passing out of the nostrils, maybe even blowing over the upper lip. It might be the rise and fall of your chest. And maybe it's the expansion and contraction of your stomach if you're breathing deeply into the belly. And wherever it is the easiest, or maybe where it feels the best, the most pleasurable, wherever that place in your body for the breath is, I want you to just pay attention to it. Remembering that when your mind starts to wander to something else, just observe that, maybe even name it, such as saying your mind is thinking of something in the future. You could name it as planning or visualizing. If you're remembering something, simply remembering. And then coming back to that breath, that place where it's the most pleasurable or easiest to observe. And bringing your attention to the inhale and the exhale. Noticing that and pulling your attention back as many times as you need to for this last bit in silence. When you're ready, we're simply going to gently blink our eyes a few times and let the light in slowly, or lift your gaze, or just refocus. I could have stayed there for another hour. It felt so nice to just sit in my body and just allow it to be exactly where it was and notice how it felt and be with my breath. It only takes a minute to reset our nervous system, to try to come back into our window of tolerance and feel better. So if you don't have time to do a 5-minute practice, just take the same thing we just did and do it for a moment whenever you can. Notice your body, try to provide some soothing to your nervous system, and just keep on with the practice. And know that you don't have to earn the right to take these restful breaks. You deserve this opportunity to just be and exist without anything that you need to produce in order to get there. As always, it's such an honor to practice and guide you through your practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, week, wherever you are in your space. Thank you.